Hey, YouTube, it is your girl, Miss Brandy 1525, and I came on here today to share with you my quick and simple everyday makeup routine. So let's just jump right into it. As you can see, my brows is already done. They're not perfectly even, but it is what it is. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spray my face with my DIY um, setting spray, or this is my DIY Fix Plus. So when you see me looking like this, I am looking into my mirror, and here we go. So I'm just gonna spray my face a little bit so the makeup will uh, lay evenly. And I am using the Maybelline Fit Plus Matte and Poreless right here, and it is in the color 334, which is a good color for my skin. It goes on looking a little light, but then it oxidizes. So let y'all see that right there. And it is a good color for me. So first thing I'm gonna do is just dot it around my face. And this is not nothing glam, fabulous, or anything like that. This is everyday makeup. It's not, uh, let's go out on a date makeup or whatever. It's just everyday, simple, easy makeup. Chase, what are you doing? And add a little more coverage where needed. Uh, I don't wear heavy, full coverage makeup because, well, honestly, I just feel like I don't need it. So I don't wear it full coverage and heavy. Not to mention it's hot outside. It's summertime, it's hot, and can't nobody be doing all that. So after I get it on, then I pat it in. And I'm not trying to cover up, like full coverage. As you can still see my freckles and whatnot, and that is perfectly okay with me because I'm not trying to do full coverage to where my skin is completely hidden and transformed and made to look like something else. I'm not going for flawless. I don't have like a lot, or really, I don't have any like blemishes to hide or anything like that. So I don't do a big heavy deal when it comes to foundation. I'm just trying to get it all blended in and looking good. Make sure I get it on my nose. Yep, I did that. Dry skin on my nose. So there we go with that. Simple and easy. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is a little bit of concealer. And I still have some of the makeup on the back of my hand. So what I do is I mix that with the concealer. Now, as far as concealer goes, I could use a sponge. But My daughter done stole my sponge, y'all. So I just put a little concealer on the back of my hand, rub it in to warm it up, like that. And then I take and I dab that under my eyes, because I find for me that gives the best coverage. And when I use my fingers, then I do the other one and just dab that under my eye. Okay, and now you can see that I got it on. Just pat it in on both sides. And that's just to give me a more bright and more awake, ready for the day type of look. A little bit down the nose. And I really don't put it on my forehead or anything, because I don't feel like that's necessary. And then I just pat that in. And there we go. I don't do my chin because I don't want to accentuate my chin and make my chin look big. I don't want to do my forehead because I'm not trying to get my forehead to stand out. I got a pretty nice sized forehead as it is. Okay. And then I will take my foundation brush and go back over it. Make sure that it's patted in and even down the nose, like that. Now, being that I'm a woman of a particular age, I have some lines under my eyes. I ain't even gonna say a particular age, y'all. Your girl is 50, you know what I'm saying? And I got some lines under my eyes. But I don't worry about that. I don't care. At 50 years old, I earn these lines. So it is what it is. And just gonna reach around here, y'all, and get my brushes. Oh, I done turned the camera. My bad. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So now that that's in and that's all looking even, another thing that I don't do, because as I've gotten older, I've noticed that my skin is drier, y'all. I do not set my entire face anymore. It's not necessary. So I am taking, I'm taking this powder, and this is the Burt's Bees mattifying powder. And it is in the color 1130 Nutmeg. Okay, so I'm just going to take that Burt's Bees powder that I have hit pan on so you can see that I love this powder. And get it on the brush, and then I'm going to pat it off. You can see what I patted off. And then I'm going to lightly go under my eyes, patting that in. Pick a little bit more up on my brush. Tap it back off and pat that in. And that's just to help a little bit with creasing. Like I said, I really don't worry about it because it is what it is. A little bit down my nose. And that is all good for me. Okay. The next thing I do And I am doing this in real time. I'm not speeding it up or anything because I want y'all to see the whole full process in real time. The next thing that I'm going to do is put a little bit of powder over my eyelids, but I'm not taking any more on the brush. I'm just using what's left in the brush to mattify my eyelids. Perfectly good enough for me. I don't wear eyeshadow every day, so I don't feel like that's necessary. If anybody is wondering, the concealer I used is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and I use the color Creamy Beige. The next thing I'm going to use is the True Color Contour Palette, and I forget what's the name of this company. Black Radiance, yeah. And I am going to go in with that middle color there. Not that brush though. I'm going in with that middle color. Okay, I'm back. Y'all forgive me. I had a phone call. So, what we're doing we were going in and we were getting ready to contour. And so I take that middle color like that, and I just pat it on there, and then you can kind of see what is kicked up. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to tap it off, because you don't want to put like big huge brown spots on your face. So I am going to tap that, and when I mean I'm tapping it to get a lot of that off. So I am going to start right here, right up at the top of my ear, and I'm going downwards in a downward motion. Then I'm going to take it up the sides, and I like to go right above the arch of my eye. And then I will go back in, pick up whatever was kicked up when I went in the first time. But then I'm going to tap it off again and start right here, right above my ear, right, right there. And I'm just going to tap that in and take it up the sides of my face. And I do that to make my face look slimmer, because y'all know I got a big round face. I mean, I've lost like 50 pounds over the last few months, but face is still big. Okay. And lastly, I will pick up a little bit more and tap it off. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm going to tap it off. And then I'm just going to go right up under here to conceal that double chin a little bit. You know, as I said, being a woman of a particular age and then losing weight as well, got a little bit of chub under here still. And we want to conceal that. Take it over under my jawline, and I'm sure y'all can see it. Now that I've did that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with my big powder brush, because I don't like this to look too dark, the contour underneath my jawline and chin. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my powder, tap that off, and then I'm just going to go under there and set some of that powder down and kind of just lighten that up a little bit. I know, why make it dark when you're going to lighten it up, but it is what it is. And for me, that is pretty much about it. Now, if you wanted to, not that it's necessary, you can go in with a little contour over on your eyes, just to put a little color there. And I'm tapping that off, and I'm gonna take a different brush, a brush like this, just a, what is this called, just a shadow brush. And I'm gonna take and I'm gonna put a little bit of that contour color, that middle color in the palette. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that, a little bit above my eyes. In my crease. That's what I'm going to say, in my crease. And that's just putting down a little bit of color just to say, hey, I'm alive. And I just put that on in sweeping motions. I circle it a little bit towards the front. Now, same brush, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down my nose with it to slim that nose a little bit. And you can see it. Just a tiniest bit of contour on the nose. Just to slim that nose. So you just take it and you can just go right. You see I'm going right from my crease down my nose. And that's that. Just to, just to help the nose look a little slimmer. Not that I got a problem with my nose, because I really don't. But I do like to do this step. I just feel like it's part of the look. Okay, so that is it pretty much for face makeup. Oh, blush. Wait. Blush. Nah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't add no blush. I'm going to wear some blush. So the blush that I'm using is Wet n Wild. And it is called Mellow Wine. And that is what it looks like right there. Now, it might not be showing the absolute true color. It's a pink. It's pink. That's about all I can say is it's pink. And I'm going to take that on a kind of like a fan brush. And just get a little bit of that on there. Dust it off. And I just pat that on. And hopefully you can see it. Hopefully. It's pretty light. It's not heavy at all. So hopefully you can see it. I like to put the majority of the color back towards my hairline so that I'm not looking like a Saturday night hooker. And then whatever's left on the brush rather, I'll go down my nose and on my chin, across my forehead, just to help me look a little rosy. Rosy is good. You look like you got a little life in you. Okay. Last but not least, when I do a kind of simple and plain face, I do line my lips. This is the Maybelline Unstoppable eyeliner. And let's see. I don't know what color this is, but it's brown. It's a dark brown. Get that on. And last but not least, I use the NYX Butter Gloss. And it's just a nice brown color. I'll take the wand and smooth that out. go over that liner, and that's the look. And this is the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Fudge Me. And y'all probably won't be able to see that. Let's see. Fudge Me. And it's probably backwards anyway. But that's what it looks like. And I got dark lips anyway. So, I said last but not least, y'all, I lied again. Eyeliner. I like to make a little thin line. Just a thin line. At the top of my eyes. Just a minute. Y'all, my family is here. And that is it. Okay, so this is the finished look. Easy peasy, simple for every day. This is Hush Chase. Chase! This is just an everyday look that I will wear to work. And that's it. Your girl is ready for the day. I'm sorry about my dog, y'all. And out the door. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate your time. Be beautiful, divas.